Hi, it's Ashley from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and welcome back to my channel where I make a lot of cake and cookie decorating tutorials, and I also give a lot of baking business tips. And today, from the title, you can tell that I am going to be working at a commercial bakery where my friend owns the shop. And if you've ever been in a situation where you completely overbooked yourself, then this video is the video for you, because I can pretty much guarantee whether you're a home baker, a hobby baker, or if you're a professional baker, chances are you have gone massively overtime with your orders or anything of the like. Now, if you've ever watched any of my baking business advice videos, then you've seen me talk a lot about how it's so important to build a community within your cake community. This is not a competition, or at least I don't see it that way. I more so see it as a community of bakers working together, looking to showcase their individuality and their specialties at their own bakery. So I wanted to film this like super raw, none of my 4K fancy camera. That'll be later on in the video, but I wanted to film this right now because this is just so real, I think, of the baking community. Right now, my friend needs a lot of extra help at the bakery unexpectedly, so I just came home from a full work day. It's the last day of school, but I am going to go jet off to go and help her out and get these cakes done. So this bakery does a lot of cakes, and obviously when you're doing a lot of cakes, you need to make sure that you have a very specific protocol. So when I used to work at the bakery, we kind of just went through the orders and got them done however we saw fit. Now though, we complete everything in a really specific order and way. So this is my friend Rachel teaching me the ways and how we do it. So of course, we want to make sure to maintain as much cake as possible, and it's really important that we don't cut below that baking line. Unlike when you're baking from home or when you're making things for just friends or family, they don't really care about the height of the cake, but we have to make sure that we maintain the same height for standard cakes. I say this often in my videos, but there's obviously a lot of ways to get the same thing done. So you'll notice that my friend just did it straight on the table like that. I need my cake turntable to make things go faster, or else everything is going to be lopsided. So what I usually like to do is I like to keep my knife just straight ahead and make sure that it's nice and level, and then I use the cake turntable to my advantage. Now the cake turntables that we're using here, they have a really smooth radius, so it is very spinny, much more spinny than the one that I use at home. However, there is no built-in grip, so we do have to tape that board to the actual spinner. You might think, wow, that's a lot of cakes. My friends, that is not even all of the cakes. This is just the vanilla orders that we have for this weekend. I will say that the shop has always done well. Ever since I started working here years and years ago, it always has done well. But to have this many cake orders is absolutely incredible. And I don't know many bakeries that do 45 cake orders a weekend and have that just be their regular flow. So after we cut and leveled all of the cakes, then we place out all of the order forms down, and then we make sure to put the correct board with the correct cake. All of these things that we do really help to make sure that we don't make mistakes with flavors or sizes. Because the more methodical and organized you are, the more safeties you'll have in place, because every time we do a step, that's pretty much double checking that we're making sure we're still doing the correct thing. Now, you guys know I'm pretty free with my cake decorating, especially when it comes to filling things up. I'm not too technical, but there is a little bit of technique that needs to be done here. You want to make sure that you pipe that buttercream border 2 times around only, and make sure that you don't squish that border down, or else that dam will not be very useful and all of your filling is going to leak out. So for this final cake here, it is going to be a naked cake, so I do want to remain cognizant that I don't want to put this too far on the outside because I don't want it to all squish out, since there's not going to be buttercream to cover up any mistakes. This is our cream cheese filling. I know some of you guys have been begging me to make cream cheese frosting, but if you know me, you know I'm not a huge fan, but I definitely will do that in future. This filling here is very popular. I would say this is probably one of the most popular at the bakery, as I did this one many times. It is the Bavarian cream. Again, that's not one I'm a super huge fan of, but people love it. And this final one here is lemon. We also have a lot of other fillings at the bakery as well, but those are the ones that are for these few cakes here. Now comes the next layer of cakes. You're probably wondering why I am so close to the cakes. Reason being is because we have a lot of order forms with some information on them, so I don't want to show that to you. Just want to show you the cake stuff. And we do give it a gentle little squish down just so that buttercream then reaches the edge, if you can see that. Now, what I said earlier when I said most bakeries around here don't do 45 cakes a weekend, I mean cakes like this, where it is just so detailed. Now, my friend is incredibly quick. She can make cakes really fast. Like for me, that would take me hours. For her, if she wasn't bothered and she could just do it nonstop, I'm sure that she could finish that within an hour or less. And I've watched her very closely over the years. And what increases her efficiency is not only the fact that she pretty much never messes up, she always has her mind going to the next step. So I really think that that is something that if you are wanting to increase your efficiency, it really starts with your mind and knowing what step you're going to do before you even do that step. So while Rachel was working on that cake, I was still working on piping and filling all of those other vanilla cakes. And as soon as she was done this, she was able to help me actually do the rest of the other cake orders too. Now she is using some fake flowers here and they look fantastic. I think sometimes we think that we always have to use sugar flowers or buttercream flowers, but some really great fake flowers placed on a cake where everything else is done in fondant or it's done really well, it can look so good. And honestly, what a time saver. This is a time saver for you and it's a money saver for your clients so they don't have to pay you to make all of those extra little sugar flowers. What I love about this cake as well is the colors. I love that composition of colors. And I also love that this cake looks great from the front or from the back. I think oftentimes as decorators, we just decorate to the front, but this one looks good all the way around. So after we finished up that cake, and by we, I really just mean Rachel, I continued to go on piping all of those things, and she started on all of the chocolate orders. Now, keep in mind, you really can't do this much work with just 2 people working a shop. So this was after hours, luckily, so we were able to get a lot done uninterrupted. Whenever I come back to the bakery like this and just do little short stints to help out my friend, it really tests my bakery stamina. The shop offers a lot of different flavors, and one of the classics is this coconut one. They also offer this really delicious coconut cupcake where they roll the whole thing in that coconut. All right, I wanted to give you a little bit of a different angle. Now you'll notice with this order, I have 2 cakes on each because this is going to be a tiered cake. And like I just mentioned, this bakery has a lot of flavors. So we have this delicious strawberry one, which is one of my favorites. It's kind of like a jam, kind of a mix actually of a jam and a compote. It actually has those strawberry chunks in them. I am a pretty big fan of that filling. Now we do use American buttercream as the dam, so we want to make sure that when we stack these cakes, we ensure that everything is nice and centered. If it's not, and then we put it in the fridge, it's going to solidify up like that, and it's going to be really crooked and hard for the person to actually cover this in buttercream or fondant. So here are most of the cakes. We also have another fridge with more cakes. And this is exactly why, guys, that don't worry if you're not getting a ton of orders a weekend, because if you're a home baking business, chances are you really just can't do this because it takes a lot of space in order to do this many cakes. So what's going to happen with these cakes? Well, basically once they set, my friend is going to start decorating them. And she also has a team of decorators as well, but it's actually a really small team. There's only 1 or 2 people that actually decorate cakes. A lot of these are going to be coated in buttercream, but a lot of them are also going to be super fancy with a lot of fondant work. And here is my favorite part of my shift, getting paid. And yes, I am getting paid in sprinkles again. I know a lot of you guys were like, I love getting paid in sprinkles. And I want to be paid in sprinkles. And the reason that it's just so worth it is I love getting paid 2 ways, and that is with sprinkles and creative freedom. You guys know this. Because truthfully, it's really hard to just order a little bit of sprinkles. When you order them in bulk, it's going to be a lot more worth it for you. And since I'm not making things at that fast of a rate, it's so much easier for me to get these fun little gifts of sprinkles from my friend. And yes, I put a lot of these things on that chocolate explosion cake that I did earlier in the week. So let me know down in the comments below if you want to see me decorate actual cakes in this shop. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading weekly, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys.